is a real estate investment trust. A REIT is a company that owns and operates a set of properties that generate income. So, commonly, di ba, pagka iniisip natin yung mga income-generating properties, that would be, say, your offices, apartments, warehouses. Pwede rin silang, say, invested in mga utilities like toll roads, hospitals, and the likes. Basta anything that generates income on a recurring basis, pwede namang gawing REITs. Tapos, these REITs are obligated by law to pay out the income as cash dividends. If you buy a REIT, I think 90% of distributable income has to be paid out as cash dividends. It's similar to actually owning a rental property. Parang ikaw na rin ang may-ari ng mga, let's say, offices or mga apartments. And it's good for people who want to earn more than what they earn in the bank. I think the indicative is around 4 to 6%. So, talagang mas mataas siya para ka talagang may pinauupahang property. And the beauty of it is, you don't have to have a lot of money to buy a REIT. Kasi typically, di ba, pag gusto nating bumili ng paupahan, we need several millions of pesos just to buy one. At least, pag binili mo yung REIT, diversified na siya, marami na siyang property sa portfolio, tapos pwede tayong mag-participate sa rental income na nag-generate niya. Binabayad sa atin bilang shareholders. Similar to stocks, yung pera ng mga investors, pinagsasama, no? So, ang REIT, mag-IPO siya. So, magre-raise siya ng capital from small investors. Ngayon, yung na-raise na capital, gagamitin niya para bumili ng more properties. Or pay down of debt. In general, for it to grow and generate more income, yung bibili niya dapat property din. So, pagka ginawa ng company yun, lalaki yung makuhang dividendo ng mga shareholders. Also, when the prices of properties go up, the value of the REITs go up. Kasi itong mga REITs na to, ililist siya sa Philippine Stock Exchange. So, kung gumaganda yung, say, rental income niya, di tataas din yung value. A REIT is actually professionally managed. So at the end of the day, when you get your cash dividends, it's net of all expenses, net of all taxes. So wala na yung headache na yon. So darating na lang yung dividend income mo sa stock brokerage account mo. And aside from that, it's very affordable. Initially, we talked about how you would really need a lot of money to, say, invest in an office or a condominium. Tapos, isa lang mabibili mo, yun pa, diversified. Kasi pag binili mo yung REIT, kahit isang REIT lang ang binili mo, usually, it has several properties already inside. And finally, liquid siya. Ibig sabihin, since it's listed in the Philippine Stock Exchange, let's say, kailangan mo ng pera, mabibenta mo siya agad. And not to mention, you can sell some of your REITs. You don't have to sell all. Unlike, if you own a property and you want to sell, kailangan ibenta mo ng buo. So, I think those are some of the benefits of owning properties through REITs rather than buying direct properties. These REIT companies, they will have an IPO also. Once they have an IPO, then you subscribe to the IPO to buy the shares of these REITs. Sabihin na lang natin, for example, nung time na nag-IPO, wala kang pera, okay lang rin kasi maglilist naman siya sa Philippine Stock Exchange. If you have a stock brokerage account, like through COL Financial, ang REIT, once nag-IPO yan, meron na siyang ticker. I-enter nyo lang yung ticker and then you can buy the shares of the REITs using your stock brokerage account. May risk din naman kasi let's say yung property na wala ng tenant, bababa yung dividend income. Tapos similar to normal stocks, valuations can fluctuate also. Pwedeng tumaas, bumaba, taas, baba yung prices ng REITs. And also, of course, yung mga macro factors, let's say, pumangat yung outlook ng office properties. So, syempre, yung rental rates niyan, bababa. When you analyze a REIT, kasi I think the temptation is there, titignan lang natin yung dividend yield. Kung mataas, sige, bilhin na natin. Pero I think what's important also is, first of all, knowing the outlook of the industry, maganda ba yung outlook niyan to the point na tataas pa rin yung mga rental rates? Kasi gusto rin natin may rental rate reversion na pataas ng pataas yung rent. Secondly, of course, the quality of the assets that are inside. Kung desirable ba yung mga location niya, gusto ba ng mga tao umupa doon. Because as much as possible, you want to buy a REIT na laging mataas ang occupancy level, di ba? Tsaka pataas yung rental rates para all the time, or most of the time at least, yung natatanggap ninyong dividends, pataas din siya, or at least stable. I think REITs would be an asset class that every investor should consider adding to their portfolio. The beauty of a REIT is, aside from potential capital appreciation, you also benefit from income generation. So I think for the more conservative investors who are not yet ready to go, aggressively into common stocks of listed companies that don't give out much cash dividends, this is in some ways a hybrid, or a safer option, because at least they will get the cash dividends on an annual basis. So maybe this is a product that an investor might consider, especially for the newbies, to start investing when they enter into the stock market. We will also be covering the REITs once they are listed. We will be coming out with research reports on them. Thank you for watching. To learn more about investing, follow, like, subscribe to our social media accounts. And if you want to read more about our research reports, they're also found in our website at colfinancial.com. Thank you again.